So I think we're pretty much even Stevens at the moment with... I'll do that again because you're right in it. It's fine. Didn't want to make a video anyway. Good morning and welcome back to Frugal Outdoors with myself, Dylan. And as you see, just sat behind me is my beautiful wife. So we're heading out on our little SIB today, our seapro 340 HD. And we got that paired up with, on the back there, you might be able to see it in the background, a 15 horse 4-stroke Parsons engine. We did go out last weekend and we did manage to get into a few mackerel. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, that we can do the same today. Engine's just warming up. So let's just jump in, head down the river a little bit, get out of the harbour, and then we're going to decide when we hit the water if we're going to go left or right, because it's a little bit choppy out there at the minute. The tide is going out at the moment, which sometimes means in the Solent that the tide can be a bit bumpy. So we'll get out and we'll make our decision out there. But anyway, let's get on it. So we're just heading down the river now. As I said before, the tide is on the ebb at the moment, and it will be for about another hour and a half. But hopefully once it gets to the bottom of the tide, it will settle out, and then we should be in for a pretty smooth ride. Now this thing is brilliant, the seapro. It's super stable, and like I say, I've got the HDs, which means this material is really tough, so I'm really not worried about anything at all really with it. If anyone is interested in having a look at one of the seapros or the Parsons engine, then please go check out Bill High and Marine. And Bill High and Marine, Simon over there, he knows everything there is to know about these Parsons. They are the sole distributor in the whole of the UK, so if you want one, that's where you've got to go. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head on down roughly towards the Needles, which is the furthest westerly point on the island. We're going to go and have a little look, see what the sea state is like. By the time we get to the narrow point, which is basically the sort of straits, if you like, of the Solent, which is in between Hurst Point and Fort Albert, we'll definitely know if the water's sort of flat enough, if you like, that we can get down there. If I was on my own, I would be going down there. There we go, we're just heading into the sort of narrowest point right now. We've got Hurst Castle over there, and then just in front of Daisy there we got Fort Albert, and then in the background you might be able to see the Needles. And hopefully that's where we're going to head to today. Pretty cool there, you can see all the cormorants just sat on the tops of the Needles. Looks like they're on guard, hopefully keeping us safe. Might be able to see behind me, this is why we're a little bit cautious about coming out in such a small vessel, just because, as you can see, it is actually quite bumpy. But as soon as we get around the corner, we'll just nip around behind the Needles just over there. Really flat, so taking it nice and easy. We've got all our safety equipment, we've got the radios, so we're good to go. But hopefully we can find ourselves a few fish. Just quickly show you our setup. We just got to where we're sort of thinking there's no birds working at the moment, which is a little bit of a surprise. But we're just going to drop some feathers down and just wing it really, just see if we can't pick up maybe a bass. Ideally some mackerel, because we are camping later and it'd be lovely to pick up a couple of mackerel. But what we got is we've got a nice 150 gram jig on the bottom, just your standard mackerel feathers, and we're just going to drop them down and hope for the best really. Using the heavier one just to help us get down to the bottom. And I've looked on the Navionics and we're sort of going to be drifting over a bit of a ledge. Wind that up so it's just not just off the bottom, and hopefully we'll pick up a couple of fish. Be nice. And while we're doing it, obviously we'll just keep our eye out for other boats and any birds working. There's a couple of boats over that way. Right, so we've both had a couple of drops here. We have got 3 rods, but we're just sharing the 1 rod for a moment. We're just sort of hoping that we can try and find a few fish before we drop another rod down. And at the minute, we're not finding them, but I think the tide has literally just turned because there's a couple of boats just here and they look like they're at anchor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip over and just ask him how he's getting on, really. And then I think what we're probably going to do is drop inside Allen Bay. We're going to drop the anchor, and we'll see if we can't pick up a couple of bream. And because we've got the extra rod, then we can also fish for some mackerel as well at the same time. Yeah, let's go and see if he's going to give us any helpful info. Not near your lines, are we? No, that's all right. No, I hope you don't mind us asking. We're pretty new to this, and I was just wondering how you were getting on. Oh, you have?
Yeah, but only small ones. There are some floating around.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I noticed you're at anchor then. So do you fish this bit regular or?
Yeah, I've got me a refill off it, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, brilliant. Thank you. Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. There we are. He's had a couple of mackerel while he's been at anchor as well, which is cool. But I think the tide's just turned. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to nip over. Woohoo! Nip over the other side of the Needles, go into Allen Bay, drop the anchor, see if we can't find a couple of mackerel, and see if we can't find a bream or 2. Right, there we are. We've just set up anchor. We're going to give this maybe an hour or so here, and then we're going to move slightly closer towards the harbour again, go back over towards Totland Way, and just keep stopping off sporadically and having a little go. We're only going to be fishing for maybe 2.5, 3 hours today, so we're going to try and maximise it as much as we possibly can. Daisy's just still working some feathers, and I'm going to quickly drop down a bream bait. Literally had a call from a buddy before we left, right when we were on the boat, saying that he caught a load of bream from the shore yesterday and did I want to join him. So we could have done that, but like I say, we're already set up to come out and we're busting to get out on our little SIB. The first rig I'm going to drop down, it's a 1 up, 1 down. We've got a 4-ounce lead because, like I said, the tide has just turned, so the first part of the tide is going to run the hardest. And they got really quite long snoods, just with some little beads on, so I'm just going to whack some squid on there. Got some maybe size 1 chenus on here, I'm not entirely sure, either size 1s or size 1.0s. Just thread a few bits of squid on that and just chuck it over the side and hope for the best, really. Definitely no expert on the boat front, no expert on shore fishing at all either, really. But yeah, any advice of, you know, I know people don't like to give away their marks, but any advice that will help us maybe get on some fish would be much appreciated. There we are, let's get it in. Really light setup, it's just a spinning rod. I think it's only rated to 56 grams. So it'd be really good fun to get some bream on this. Well, I have had bream on this before. And I think on this reel there's maybe 30-pound braid, I think. Let's make sure we're on the bottom. Yeah, give that a bit more. There we go. Let's get the other one set up, and then we get 2 out for bait, and then Daisy's there with some feathers, hopefully to pick up a mackerel. Yeah, it'd be funny. Oh, there we go. Look, getting a bite. He literally just popped it down. Oh, it's not on. No. There we go. He's on this time. There we go. First drop. What have we got? It's got to be a bream. Feels like a bream. Whoa, yeah it is. Perfect. Woo. Hey, bud. There we go. Fish in the boat. There we go. First bream. It's well in size. So this one's going in the cool box. It's just about to flap out of my hand. But there we go. We are dining on fish tonight. Oh, cool. I'm chuffed about that. So we're just inside Allen Bay, which is basically it's the bay that is right next to the Needles. Get this one straight back down. See if we can get another one. Very similar rig going out on the other one. Just slightly shorter snoods on this one. Oh, here we go. Another bite straight away. Yeah, that's on. Whoa! That's a better one. Daisy wants to get on board.
No, I just want to do the
Oh, it's so much fun on this light gear as well. There we are, 2 casts and 2 bream. They're pretty, aren't they? There we are, another perfect Solent bream that's coming home for dinner. Got another bite on the other rod.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Whoa. Well, I haven't even got that one back down yet. Literally just about to bait it up. And straight away we're into another one on the other rod. Now this is fun. That's like 3 bream in about 5 minutes. That's a slightly better one. There we go, bream number 3 in nearly as many minutes. See if we can get this one baited and over to Daisy before we get another bite. Dinner! Right, so if I give you that one there, that's it, and then just do exactly the same as you were doing before, just drop it straight down, let it hit the bottom. Well, we're trying to get 3 rods out, but proving to be quite difficult at the moment.
Yeah, I might just be better doing what...
They're still not massive. Oh, that is a better one though. That's a much nicer one. Look at that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, that's the sort of ones we're looking for. That's bream number 4 now. Woohoo! And then yeah, it was nearly back to bream number 3. Come here. Got to be so careful with these spines. They are so sharp. See how I'm doing it? Let the line out. Now if I do that and drop it, yeah, you're on the bottom. I mean, they're definitely no. You're in. You are getting a bite. See, just wait, because you'll feel it rattle loads of times in a row, and that's when it's on. Lively little things, aren't they? Yeah, still getting it or not? Might have nicked. See now it might have nicked your bait. Ow!
I didn't realise I was putting my leg.
I know. I did. I just saw.
You just let me embrace the fish in my life.
Yeah, look, no bait on the top, no bait on the bottom. You're all right. Oh, is that a bite? Yeah, that's a bite. There you go. Right, let me see it. So I can go. Right, so if it goes quite a few times, it's probably on. There you go, you're on. So reel slowly, lift and reel. That way, that's it. Yeah? Still going? Yeah, that's on. That's it, so reel it up. Oh, yeah. It's nice, that rod's really nice, that one, isn't it? That's it, now slowly bring the... Yeah. There you go, babe. It's your first bream this year. Oh, it's absolutely nailed it. So this is Daisy's first bream of the day and first one of this year, but it's absolutely nailed that bait. So just putting that little disgorger in there, follow it down the line. There we go, straight off. And I think I might be getting a bite myself. It's so cool in there. I love it. I love seeing you catch fish as well though, babe. It's wicked. So we like to use bait runners. Just mainly seen other people use them as well, but what it does is it gives you the ability to leave your rod down, put your bait runner on, and then if you do happen to get like a really nice bream or a bass or something else, smoothhound, whatever, conger, it can then just, you get a bite? It's just swinging around. It can just take your line rather than taking your rod, because we're not using any rod holders today. We're just, well, Daisy's holding on to hers, but I'm just resting mine down there. And it's also an audible sound that you've got a bite as well, because normally you hear it clicking. Well, you had bites, didn't you? I would be... Yeah, well, they seem to be coming very thick and fast, so I think if you haven't had a bite for a little while, I think it's definitely worth having a look. Solent fishing on our SIB with the wife.
Oh, I've got a bite.
Yeah, you have.
You're fucking bite, buddy.
Oh yeah, you have. Look at that. That's it. Wait till you'll feel it, because obviously you feel the bite, the initial bite, and that's them pecking at it and attacking it, and then you'll there you go. That's on real.
Oh, that's really big.
And then you'll feel it really rattle like loads of times in a row.
This is massive. This is the biggest one.
Yeah, is this the biggest one of the day? Well done. Let's have a look then. I think you could be right. Well, I don't know. Whoa. So, I haven't had a bite for probably 25 minutes, half an hour. Daisy's just pulling them out for fun now. Every time she drops it down, she's getting a bite. But we're probably going to give it another half an hour, I think. It's 12 o'clock. We've been on the water for maybe 2 hours. And then we're going to mosey on back to the harbour. We'll have a little count up of our catch. But so far, so good. This is exactly what we wanted to do. But we did hope to have a couple of mackerel as well, but can't have it always, can we? Okay?
Yeah.
It's a nice one. That's it, take it down. Right, there we go. So that is one more each. So I think we might have one more drop, just in case. You know what it's like, one more drop, and then we'll see if we can get another one. Want a bream for dinner? So I think we're pretty much even Stevens at the moment with... I'll do that again, because you're right in it.
Sorry.
It's fine. Didn't want to make a video anyway. So I think we're pretty much even Stevens at the moment with fish. I think we've probably got maybe 10, 11, 12, something like that now. So we've got plenty. It's just that sort of excitement kicks in. So we are going to have one more drop each. Or we have one squid. Once that squid has gone, we'll lift the anchor and we'll start heading back. But so far it's been absolutely awesome. There he goes, your leader. That's the green bit. There he goes. I can see the fish. I'm getting a bite as well, I think. Oh, look at that.
Oh, what's it got on it?
It's got a parasite on it. Get them off it. Oh, they're really feeding on it. Yeah. So just pulled a parasite off that, and there's another one stuck there, smaller one. We'll release that one because obviously could do with getting a bit more healthy. Massive parasite on it. Looked like a giant woodlouse that you don't want to see crawling in your bed. Yeah, that was mean. I should have showed you a bit more close up to the camera. It's about that big. Well, we've basically got one tiny little bit of bait left for each of us. We have got more squid, but we've got to get back and get a few bits and bobs in the van so we can go and have a camp out, have a cook up and have a fire. You're terrible. Not feeling it. It's not in the right place.
No, it's not.
I sense there's no bait on there.
No, I feel like there's bait on there. I just feel like it's in the wrong place.
Oh, you missed one. You seem to be the lucky omen for the boat today. So we must have a bit more tide running now, because we're having to trot them right out the back of the boat now to try and find the bottom. So quite often we're finding that basically our leads are just swinging in the tide, and obviously if the lead's not on the bottom, it means the bait's not on the bottom, and obviously we're not going to catch a fish. So trying to make sure that we got them down there. Hopefully we can just get one more bite. We've got no bait left. Well, we have got bait left in the box, but we're not going to use it. We'll sit that back in the freezer when we get home. Hopefully we can just get one more bite. Oh, there we go. Whoa! There we are. That is my last fish of the session, I think. I'm going to pack this one down. We just chucked a couple of 6-ounce leads on, and we've been fishing with 4s the whole time, but this tide has definitely picked up. There we go. There we are, another bream. That's it, go babe, go babe, go, 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 go. Yeah, you got it, yeah, you got it.
Fish! Woo. Oh, it's a big one again.
It's a big 1 pound 2 bream again. Awesome job. Well, that's it. That's the last cast. So I've already packed one rod away, so Daisy's just bringing this one in now. There we go. That's it. Keep going. Nearly there. That's it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, nice fish. Really is a nice fish too. That is probably the biggest fish of the session. Look at that.
Woohoo! That's great.
There we go. Daisy's last fish, and it's the biggest bream we've had all day. Perfect end. Right, let's pack this rod away, bring the anchor up, and we'll start to head back. Well, there we go. Anchor's up, engine started. We're going to head back towards home. We might sneak into Totland because I think Nick might be fishing off the shore. We might be able to give him a quick wave, and then yeah, we'll head back to the harbour. But let's get to it. There you go, you can see there, that's 4 sailboat behind me, but this is what they're saying about when it's all the tide running through here. You can see just how turbulent it can be. There's a little bit of a bumpy ride. We're taking it nice and easy, not even up on the plane. But as soon as we get through here, we'll be able to get a little bit more throttle down again. And there we are, made it safely almost back to shore. And the beauty is with these wheels, you can just literally just roll it straight up the ramp. Beauty. There we are, touchdown. Well, there we are, we're back home. We pulled up, and of course I totally forgot to do a sign off. So check this out. There must be 12 bream in there, 12 bream, and we caught all that probably on about half a pack of squid. So if you do want to get some squid and you live on the Isle of Wight, then please go and check out Slamfish Bait and Tackle, which is at Carisbrooke Business Park. And if you want to have a look at any of my rigs or anything like that that you can purchase online, then of course please do go and check out frugal.od.co.uk. So we've obviously got a little bit of fish cleaning to do and feed the fisherman's cat, Mr. Ed the Ginge. We'll get a couple of fillets done for tonight, and then hopefully we'll be cooking some of that on an open fire while we're at the campsite. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little session. Like I say, it was a lot of fun getting out with Daisy, getting into some fish, and hopefully stocking up the freezer a little bit as well. with any luck, we'll be able to do it again soon. So if you did like this video and you haven't already subscribed, then please do think about it. And until the next one, please take care. Stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers.